Hello and welcome to Disha's official YouTube channel. I am Raghav bringing daily news and analysis for today. Announcement of Leaf Coalition. As a part of Leaders Summit on Climate, the Lowering Emissions by Accelerating Forest Finance, Leaf Coalition was formed. It seeks to reduce global greenhouse gas emissions by providing substantial financial support to tropical and subtropical countries that reduce emissions from deforestation and forest degradation. The coalition includes the governments of Norway, the UK, the US, international companies, and Emergent, which will facilitate transactions and serve as the coordinator. The goal of the coalition is for the government and private sector participants to pay for high quality emission reductions for tropical forests verified against an independent standard. This public-private partnership is intended to mobilize finance needed to protect tropical forests, which an initial global raising of at least $1 billion this year. It will provide platform for private leadership to accomplish goal of net zero emissions. It will help in increasing carbon sink and to achieve national determined contributions under the Paris Agreement. It would encourage the developing countries to capture extensive deforestation and provide livelihood opportunities for forest-dependent populations. Reducing emissions for deforestation and forest degradation, REDD+, aims to achieve climate change mitigation by incentivizing forest conservation. It monetizes the value of carbon locked up in the tropical forest and for most developing countries, thereby propelling these countries to help mitigate climate change. New source of gravitational waves discovered. Recently, LIGO Scientific Collaboration (LSC) has made the discovery of gravitational waves from a pair of neutron star black hole NSBH mergers using a global network of gravitational wave detectors. Gravitational waves are invisible ripples in space that form due to various reasons like exploding of a star in a supernova or merging two black holes amongst others. Since the neutron star and the black hole are widely unequal, their merger provides interesting effects to be detected and also could provide clues about their origin. The discovery is important in understanding the behavior of matter at extreme densities. The discovery of pulsars going around black holes could help scientists to probe effects under extreme gravity. LIGO Scientific Coalition (LSC). It was founded in 1997 and currently constitutes 1,000 scientists from over 100 institutions and 18 countries located globally. LSC is a group of scientists focused on direct detection of gravitational waves, using them to explore fundamental physics of gravity and developing the emerging fields of gravitational wave science as a tool of astronomical discovery. Launch of technology innovation platforms. 6 technology innovation platforms were launched for development of technologies for globally competitive manufacturing in India by the Minister of Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises Shri Prakash Javadekar. It aims to bring all India's technical resources and the concerned industry onto one platform to reboot and facilitate in identifying technology problems faced by the Indian industry and crowdsource the solutions for the same. The platform has been created to provide technology solutions, suggestions, expert opinions, etc. on issues involving manufacturing technologies. Further, it will facilitate exchange of knowledge with respect to research and development and other technological aspects. This will assist the development of other key mother manufacturing technologies indigenously through the grand challenges on the platforms. The 6 technology platforms have been created by IIT Madras, Central Manufacturing Technology Institute, CMTI, International Center for Automotive Technology, CAT, Automotive Research Association of India, RI, BAIL, and HMD in association with IISc Bangalore. Forex Reserves. According to the recent data from the Reserve Bank of India, India's foreign exchange Forex Reserves surged by $5 billion to $609 billion in the week ended 25th June 2021. Increase in foreign currency assets (FCA) is a major component of overall reserves. Change in Forex Reserves holding. FCA rose from $4.7 billion to $566 billion. Gold reserves rose by $365 million to $36.296 billion. The special drawn rights SDRs with International Monetary Fund remained unchanged at $1.498 billion. The country's reserve position with the IMF increased marginally by $1 million to $4.965 billion in the week. Foreign exchange reserves. Foreign exchange reserves are assets held on by reserve by a central bank in foreign currencies, which can include bonds, treasury bills, and other government securities. It needs to be noted that most foreign exchange reserves are held in US dollars. US leaves its last base in Afghanistan, effectively ending operations. The US and its Western allies have left the Bagram Air Base in Afghanistan on Friday, handing over its control to the Afghan government. This move signifies the end of US and the West's operations in the country. The US, however, has left a contingent of 650 troops in Kabul, Afghanistan's capital, for its protection. Some officials have shown concern that the US's withdrawal may lead to the current Afghan government failing to the Taliban as they inch ever closer to Kabul and more Afghan troops surrender. The closure of the Bagram Air Base signifies the end of the US's costly war in Afghanistan that has been raged in the aftermath of 9/11. US's involvement in Afghanistan. The USA has been indirectly involved in the Afghanistan's conflict even during the Cold War, when the US funded the Mujahideen to wage jihad or holy war against the communist government in power at the time that was backed by the USSR. Eventually, the Taliban took power of the Afghanistan in the 1990s and started orchestrating attacks against the US, most notable being the US Embassy bombings in Nairobi and Dar es Salaam in 1998. In the aftermath of the 9/11 attacks in the US sent troops to Afghanistan to topple the Taliban government as a part of the war on terror, as the Taliban had been giving shelter to Al-Qaeda, the mastermind behind the attacks. The USA has used bases in Afghanistan and Pakistan in various missions that sought to deal with the extremists, a notable one being the assassination of Osama bin Laden, the head of Al-Qaeda, in May 2009. Since replacing the Taliban government, there have been calls to pull out troops in Afghanistan in the US, as many thought that it was a waste of resources. In February 2020, the US and Afghanistan and the Taliban finally signed on an agreement under which the US troops would withdraw from Afghanistan in exchange for Taliban stopping its conflicts.